Year is 1632 and Lutzen burns as the 30 years war is getting very much underway. The greatest battle of the entire conflict is about to begin as the Battle of Lutzen between the Holy Roman Empire and the Catholic League battle against the Kingdom of Sweden and their allies. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're here with another Pike and Shot battle for you today, and this is going to be a fun one. We are here actually at the Lutzen map as well. As I was saying, Lutzen is very much burning in the background over here, as you can see. It's a very cool, unique settlement, you know, and they've actually, gone to the effort of, putting it on fire. Very, very cool. We have used this map a fair amount. I think it's one of the first of hopefully many custom maps. There are a couple, but yeah, Lutzen is quite often commonly used because you can see it's a nice flat plain. And yeah, not really much in the way of sort of like hills or anything like that that can sort of benefit one side. This battle really does just come down to the skill of arms and quality of your troops. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. We've got, it's obviously the 1630 sort of factions as well. There are like 1640, and I think there's even maybe a 1620 sort of faction, certainly for the HRE. They certainly have like multiple periods. But yeah, we have 1630. HRE, we obviously have 1630 Kingdom of Sweden. We have 3 Swedish armies and 3 HRE armies. And we have fairly historical commanders here as well today. I mean, the main commanders for both sides are Wallenstein and Gustavus Adolphus. You could actually, I mean, really the HRE have 2 pretty major players. Pappenheim, who's here on this left flank, Wallenstein's on the right flank, are both pretty major commanders in the 30 Years' War, if you know much about like sort of like the conflict. But yeah, Gustavus Adolphus probably is the most famous of all 3, the Swedish general. He was, yeah, a very, very good commander and led Sweden to many great victories in history, including this one here. The Battle of Lutzen is, in fact, a Swedish victory in history. But will it be the case here today? We will see. Will the HRE be able to change history, redeem some lost honor, or will the Swedish just rub it in their faces once again and get another great victory? I actually don't really know a lot about the battle as such. It's not really my period of history. But yeah, Battle of Lutzen, very, very cool battle. Like I said, one of the most important and most well-documented sort of battles as well of the period. It looks like, as I'm waffling on here, mercenary dragoons look like they're going to start to sort of like set up. There is a cav coming forward. We've got the Isolano Croatan, which is just Croatian, basically cavalry. They're coming in. I think a lot of these are new new additions that have been added. Yeah, they're coming in the Croatian cav here, and they're going to start to do some work. Going to start blasting themselves, as you can see there. Fire when ready, and look at that, routing that mercenary dragoon. Only killed 4 of them, but it's more just like you route stuff like through just more morale reasons rather than by killing the whole unit. In total, yeah, they killed 7 men. Also scared off with their horses. It's now just an infantry unit if it ever returns. So yeah, that's no good there for the Swedes. Taking, well, losing out in that first bit of blood. So yeah, HRE getting first blood. Very well done to them. But yes, if you want to see more Pike and Shot action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show support. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 11k subs. If you have no clue about the Pike and Shot mod, if you don't know what Total War it goes for, it's for Shogun 2. So yeah, it's an incredible modding display by the devs. They've really like shown their skill, you could say, because I mean, like, this looks nothing like Shogun 2. I mean, all the voices as well that they have going on, all unique, because there are obviously like no Dutch or any German-speaking factions in Shogun 2. So yeah, it's all unique assets and models. It's all just looking amazing. You would not be able to tell it's Shogun 2, but it is. So all you simply need to have is Shogun 2, and then you just install the mod off ModDB. It's very easy to do. But yeah, yeah, if you want to go and join their Discord as well, I'll leave a link for that, so you can also go and get involved in any battles. If you're interested in maybe trying out the mod, it's definitely obviously it's just a multiplayer like mod at the moment. They are going to add a campaign, but obviously they're trying to build the factions first and the rosters and get them balanced before a campaign is even thought about. So, but it is obviously going to be both available for like single players that enjoy just like just playing campaigns, as there are a lot of you, and those of you that prefer a bit of multiplayer action. Obviously, you're kind of already got that available if you want to do it. Get a little bit of lag. I do apologize. It might just because of the sheer amount of troops. I mean, both like sets of armies can bring like 4 to 5k men, so that's like 15k on each side potentially. So could have like as many as 30k. I haven't seen what the figures are, but it commonly is 3,000 men and upwards on many occasions. There's still to be as many as 20, like as few as 20,000, as many as 30 to 40,000. Yeah, you can see a skirmish is being underway. We've got these mercenary dragoons dueling with some Jaegers here, so both sides just skirmishing. Looks like Cav is sort of sizing each other up. And we might be able to see some charges here for some cuirassiers. About to go in against, looks like some, against some Croatians. So that's pretty lightly armored Cav. It's about to try and challenge cuirassiers here. These are Lifeguard Regiment. Good volley! Wow, really nice volley. Look at that, the Lifeguard Regiment unit routing. Massive loss there for the Swedes, really. You would think about it. This cuirassier unit getting in there. Yeah, the lightly armored Croatians, I doubt are going to win this one, but it's, well, we'll see. And there's more Cav now arriving here. Goes another cuirassier going in. And they're clashing on the side early doors. They got some arquebusiers here already wavering. I don't know if that's from, I think that's from artillery over here. Yeah, the cannon has unleashed a volley already and is actually sending these arquebusiers to rout as well. So that is a bit of a comeback there for the Swedes, who are, you know, initially lost a very expensive like Lifeguard Regiment unit. And you can see the cavalry fight has continued here. Sweden doing a good job holding the HRE at bay, routing some more some more dragoons and stuff like that. Looks like they're trying to get rid of them. They've actually charged with those with the cuirassiers, and now they're mopping up more arquebusiers here. These missile cav, you know, very dangerous. They are firing whilst in melee, but I don't know if that's really a rule break in, like a rule break really in Pike and Shot. But the heavy cav here should, you know, prevail. They are melee champs, and we have Gustav Horn, one of the Swedish generals, in melee as well. And the general bodyguards are pretty solid. They can handle themselves, so you know he's a great addition to that fight. You can see here Sweden really blobbing up on like a single arquebusier here. Whether that's really a good idea, because it's just going to allow this other one here for the HRE just a side shot into the German mercenary arquebusiers of the Swedes. The German mercenaries literally fighting for anyone. Like, they are like the most common unit you can find on the battlefield, that's for sure. So yeah, it looks like fairly even at the moment. The Swedes might be about to run out of stamina, out of puff. And here we go. Yeah, we've got cuirassiers now going in for the HRE. So that is certainly going to turn the fight around in favor of the HRE, I feel like. And Gustav Horn might be in a little bit of trouble here. That Lifeguard Regiment unit is also returning as well. More men, the merrier. Who's routing there? That's just all cuirassiers. I think Gustav's in this one here. He's combat even at the moment. They're going to need some support maybe from infantry. Or maybe just these Jaegers get a bit closer, might help them out. This cav fight is crucial right now to Sweden. If they can win this one, they might have a chance of sending these forces elsewhere. But look at that, they're wavering, all the Swedes. The volleys here from Pappenheim himself starting to, you know, churn this battle around, and those Swedes are all going to run off the red line, I'm pretty sure. We're right by it. But he's lucky, actually, they've gone that direction. But the Swedes look like they're going to get repulsed, actually, after doing so well initially. It looks like Gustav Horn lost 7 riders so far, but he's probably going to lose the rest of his bodyguard, and that will make this Swedish army very vulnerable. They are finally sending infantry. They're sending some pikemen to go and assist. This fight might be a little too late. So, but the pikes arriving. Great anti-cav unit, of course. And what is over here? These are arquebusiers. They're very armored arquebusiers, though. Look at these guys. Arquebusier Regiment Pico Lomini. Look at them. They are literally like knights with muskets. They look awesome. They really, really do. Very, very cool. And is Gustav broken? He is wavering. He's trying to get out of it. I think he realizes it is up, and he's going to get... Wow, I think he's... No, yeah, I thought he got wiped out, but no, he's got still 17 riders. I imagine they'll run him down until he's dead. Yeah, I don't think he's actually died yet. But Gustav Horn fully routed, and that is now going to put this Swedish army on this flank in a lot of real trouble here. There's a Pike, and he's given up, I guess, going to assist the Cav, and he's now going to have to defend these guns. But yeah, those Jaegers as well, they need to make themselves a pest, just make themselves a real problem. If they could get Pappenheim, that would be very lucky, but I don't think they will. A lot of HRE Cav now just free and able to go wherever it likes. Seems like there was a bit of a fight on this other side, a little bit of a skirmish going on. Doesn't seem like too much came from it. Looks like HRE Cav pushed forward here. Looks like it's been repulsed by some of these Jaegers. So it looks like, for now, the HRE has been held in check on that flank. But yeah, could be a real problem on this flank here for Sweden. This right flank for them, the HRE left, looking very, very prosperous and really good now for the HRE. They definitely should take advantage of that. I'd be starting to swing up the infantry quickly. Once the Cavs maybe rested up a little bit, because these guys are mostly tired, very tired, I'd be swinging up my infantry, just trying to pin down the Swedish lines and then get your Cav in behind. I mean, you could try and go for the guns as well if you wanted to. This isn't what the HRE really brought any. I'm looking at. I mean, they're like putting big holes into these Pike units here. Originally, oh, actually, this one's a 280, but they can be reduced quite quickly, these guys. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any artillery on this flank. And this is the first artillery piece you come across. We've gone past a lot of troops. There's a 4-pounder there. There is another one here as well. Yeah, like 2 artillery pieces, maybe a 3rd one here. No, these are 2 more. They got like 4 pieces of artillery. It's not too bad. It's not like insane amounts, but yeah, there's not any over there on that extreme left for the HRE, which is where they're getting pounded by a lot of Swedish artillery. And artillery can be pretty deadly, can often get a few hundred kills, but also it is very easy to counter. I mean, you just bring up your musketeers, so yeah, like the HRE could just bring up their musketeers, and then they can get them fairly close. You don't need to get too close. Pretty what these horses are here. Start shooting, and you kill the crew quite quickly. It's a really good way to counter artillery. It's just to blast it. Don't try and charge it down with infantry or with cavalry. Just shoot it with musketeers. And here we go. Look at this. The HRE is now moving forward. As I said they should. They are starting to move forward. Looks like they're going to try and entertain the Swedish force. I mean, this force, without a General Gustav Horn being routed, I don't think he's dead. He's just routed. There's a really good opportunity from there. But yeah, musketeers already blasting away. English musketeers, Hamilton's regiment. And they are, yeah, again, they are blasting into these units. I don't know who's going to be better. The Swedish armies often are very professional, very elite. Got some good musketeers. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. But yeah, first volley, it's pretty devastating there, especially with that Breuner unit there. Lost about 40 men. Very accurate for musketeers this period. I mean, muskets famously are not accurate at all. I mean, yeah, look at this 1-pounder here. Wow, it's a very small caliber gun, but this 1-pounder right in front of some musketeers here. Musketeers don't really want to engage it. They just want to shoot it. That's all they want to do. I mean, he was just technically engaging it, but you know, don't want to get a melee, put it like that. Yeah, if the Swedes wanted to, and I think they are, yeah, this Groner musketeer regiment there. There you go, look at that. Look at that. We're just saying about shooting artillery pieces. Lost 10 crew members there. That's routed. That's gone. This is what I'm saying. Now for the Swedes, since they're advancing so much here at the HRE, start to turn a few units away over here, like these Groner musketeers. Start to flank into the sides of these Breuner musketeers here. You might start to wrap up this flank if the HRE don't challenge it, send some more troops there. They've got these reserve musketeers. Might want to send them to deal with that flank. Otherwise, the Swedes, you know, might still be able to put up a good bit of a fight. It seems like they've actually given up quite quickly after I said that. It looks like they gave up quite quickly on doing that sort of little flanking strategy, which I still feel like a good idea. Could get another one over here. They've got some pikes as well in reserve. I want to move there. Could always flank one of those. But we'll see. We will see. They're getting very close now at the HRE, you know, making sure their musket shots count. See whether they can. See whether they can. And the Camargo, I think these are better musketeers. I don't really know the quality difference between musketeers, if there is much of one. But I'd imagine, like, there are some, like, better well-trained ones. Seems like the Roden musketeers here are losing decisively in their duel. And we're going to see pikes come forward here for the Swedes. They've given up with a line fight and they fancy getting into a melee fight pretty quickly. It does seem like there is a lot of musketeers here, not loads of pikes. There are some. I love the formations that these guys form as well. A couple of musketeers in front, some more flanking, and you've got a pike sort of in the center of the formation. And yeah, here we go. Pikes are going to be an absolute menace to musketeers. Obviously, they have a long spear that, you know, can outrange just about anything the musketeers do. And here we go. There's going to be a response to the Broiner infantry, like pike unit coming forward here. And a good volley there into the back of that regiment of pikes. And then packing. We now have mercenary dragoons over here harassing the flanks of these Swedes. And we can't forget about the flank over here of Cav, which is already in behind the Swedish lines, we could say. I mean, these guys, these arquebusiers are all fresh. I possibly think about bringing them up and start to just shoot into the back of stuff. And I think you could do, you could master out this this army pretty quickly, I think, on this side here. Over on the other side, looks like Sweden's getting a little bit more aggressive, I'd say. I think they're slightly more of the aggressors. Arquebusiers clearly have gone forward and have been routed. Whether that was by friendly fire, seems like a lot of dead horsemen here being blasted by their own, maybe their own troops. But yeah, looks like we've got some fairly decent musketeers over here. I don't know if Sweden has any guards. If they do, they might need some of those here. We'll go back to the flank, because that is looking like what's most spicy right now. And you can see the Broiner musketeers are starting to get outgunned a little bit. And the pikes coming forward again. In multiple areas. I didn't even see this one. This one's come forward as well. That one's technically dueling the pike over here, but it's getting shot right in the face right now by these musketeers. They're just getting easy shots right now, blasting away. This is the problem. Like, they're quite easy to rout, these pike units, because they're so large. They get stuck on one little bit, and then you just shoot the rest of the large formation. I mean, this is the only pike fight that's actually going on this small little bit. They could do with some support, but it looks like they're about to rout this musketeer here, which might allow the Swedes to push on and sort of support their own pikes here with a bit of a flank. Here we go. Look at this Cav in the back lines now. Sweden is reacting. He's got pikes now in the back lines trying to, you know, I guess he's boxing up pretty much. Just hoping that his musketeers and his guns can win the fight. And musketeers, I mean, sorry, skirmishers here should easily rout these artillery pieces. I thought they'd be shooting a crew. Also, the flanking shots here by the musketeers. This one's like into these musketeers. They're redlining. They're in real bad place. Pikes are pushed forward. They're about to rout. But also, there's multiple units of the HRE here. They're about to go as well.
The damned enemy has damned ambushed you, sir.
Good flanking shots here as the Swedes shoot inside of these Camargo musketeers. I mean, the HRE just have to play this right. They just have to be patient. Eventually, I think the Swedes, if they shoot them from multiple directions like they are, the Swedes are going to run out of reserves. Sort of any, like, way to protect this rear from the Cav. The pikes are doing it right now, but they can't do it forever. Eventually they have to turn around and deal with the infantry, or if they don't, then the infantry swings it and gets them in the back. And there you go, the pikes are routed and broken through this this line here, and it's causing multiple other units to rout. I mean, that's kind of, it's like a DEI. If you rout one unit, it'll affect other units around it. Same like an NTW3 actually. That's how you have to break stuff. You have to try and, you know, break one of the weakest point and hope that it moves on down the line. Really odd move by the Swedes sending forward one musketeer here. Whether that's to get this R3 piece, I don't know, but that was a bit of a waste. We've got a fair amount of troops left, so it should return, but yeah, a bit of a waste still. The left flank a lot more quiet. I mean, the centre's starting to pick up a little bit. As you can see here, that bit of a line fight taking place. I think we have Gustav Adolphus somewhere over here. I mean, Bernhard Saxe of Weimar. He was at the battle as well. I think they have fully historical generals here in this one. Gustavus is very much on the left. He's trying to do his bit there. But we'll go back to the right-hand side, which I think, like I said, is going to be where the battle's to find right now. Sadly, sometimes this is just a bug with Shogun 2 apparently, is that the units get stuck and don't actually retreat even though they are routing. Oh dear, this is not looking good. Cav coming in, some cuirassiers helping to rout a musketeer, 184 of them, and still looking healthy. And you can see the pikes are not happy as well. They're getting sort of surrounded partially by cavalry in multiple directions. Cuirassiers here could go down the line as they should. Get rid of these musketeers, keep going down. And I mean, these arquebusiers just need to keep blasting the pikes at point blank range. And it's looking very, very bad right now for the Swedish right flank. And there you go, another one routed. I think they, wow, look at this. Multiple, yeah, this is a full Swedish rout on this right flank here taking place. As what we're witnessing is these Västergötland and the English musketeers, yeah, all rout. Wow. And there you go. That is the Swedish right flank capitulating with one cuirassier charge, pretty much. Fully down the line. That's done a really good job. Well done there by the Austrian player, or the HRE player, I should say. But really also, you got to think the Swedish player threw his general away, and then threw his chances of victory away as well. There's a rode a pike in here. I think this might be part of the other army, like the army's just routed. But he's over here. He's looks like he might rout some of these Camargo musketeers. Sweden sending cavalry regiments over to this side. We've got 4 units coming over here trying to tie down the HRE cav, which is going to be very active right now. We'll see how they do. And then on the far flank, it looks like there is some action starting to get underway. Looks like Cav getting stuck in against more Jaegers. But there's a lot of HRE Cav building up over here, and they are going in. There you go, more cuirassiers going in. Looks like they're going to go for the guns. Gustavus Adolphus is also here. He may need to be used. Here we go. In comes the Cav. There you go, the 1-pounders routed pretty easily. And these cuirassiers going in into arquebusiers, getting the charge off. The arquebusiers did not counter-charge. That might be just what the HRE need.
Our men are running, sir.
And there, how is it looking? I mean, one cuirassier already routed for the HRE. Another one might be following in a moment. It's massive cuirassiers. Wow, there's literally every cav unit in here is cuirassiers, I think, for the HRE. A lot of them actually are wavering. They are not winning this fight, it looks like. They also doesn't help they're getting side-shotted by musketeers here. There you go, yeah, that's helped rout that cuirassier. They might get this one as well. Gustavus Adolphus being in there must be helping. You might have some amazing buffs, I don't know. I'd expect no less, to be honest. There you go, that cuirassier's gone. I think they're running them off the battlefield of the Swedes here, making sure these guys are gone. But yeah, I mean, the Swedes sent some cuirassiers in, but most of these arquebusiers look like they've hold these guys in place. Still arquebusiers here, and more Jaegers holding back another large cavalry wing that looks like it's mainly made of Croatians and arquebusiers of the HRE. And here we go, the cav fight on the other side is also getting quite spicy. As you can see, a cavalry regiment for the Swedes that were sent over here, starting to turn this around. They're defeating the cuirassiers here and the arquebusiers that have had so much success on this right flank of the Swedes, the left flank of the HRE. They've had a lot of joy, and now they're going to start to feel some pain as the cavalry regiment run them down. I mean, in some places, it seems like they're still struggling against some of these opponents.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Yeah, very, very chaotic. It actually looks like these units falling back. These cuirassiers might have actually given themselves a bit of an advantage. The cuirassiers here that were sent over by the Swedes, they're starting to waver and break. They're exhausted. So these cavalry regiment here, yeah, they're all could be in a little bit of trouble. The the Swedes might need to send in their other unit to try and assist. But still not looking great for the Swedes on that side. They need a sort of a battle-defining win on the other side. I mean, this is a start, the cav winning here. against the HRE ones. But they're going to need to, have a real sucker punch, something that's really going to, knock the HRE back. Because right now, as you can see by the red, that's the HRE. They are starting to flank on around, and if they win that next cav fight, which looks like they were winning it, they are going to put the Swedes in a real bad spot. As you can see, more musketeers coming forward here. Gula Regiment. They're going to just go straight on in. It is a weak spot in the line, I'd say, for the HRE. We actually have bow cav here. We have some Polish bow cav that are being brought by the HRE. I did not realize that these guys were available in their roster. Poland's not really part of the HRE. This must be like mercenaries. But yeah, it's a weak spot. The musketeers here can get a volley off from the Poles and then try and break through these tiny little musketeer and dragoon units. And they can, have a spearhead. And yeah, you can see already that musketeer wavering. 54 men left, routing immediately, pretty much. And now they have a spearhead straight on through. These Swedes should move forward, pin down this force here, and then they can flank on in. And the Swedes might be about to, turn around on this left flank here as more infantry, more musketeers start to rout. Pappenheim here has done a very good job. Looks like he's regathering his forces, re-rallying. But the Swedes, will have one cavalry regiment that has any chance of returning. It doesn't look like it's going to anytime soon either. It looks pretty battered. Artillery now being used by the HRE to batter what is now the new Swedish left. It was probably what you call the Swedish centre originally. Yeah, these guys are able to just roll up and they're going to start blasting away at a pretty decent range as well. They've got they're pretty safe from this point. Again, what's the Swedish player doing here? This Winkel regiment here just moving forward. This is the one that routed earlier. These are the remains of the other men from that regiment that routed. Why are they getting so close? I do not know. They don't need to. The artillery will just eat them up. And to push on alone like this and take on multiple musketeer units, madness. There you go, artillery firing again. It looks like again they're going to rout the Winkel regiment. Strange thing. Strange thing. A little bit of wavering going on here for the HRE. They're redlining in quite a few spots for the Camargo regiments here. They could be about to break, we'll see. I mean, it's not looking good for some of the Scottish regiments either. I mean, they've lost over 100 men now. More cavalry now being sent to this right flank. It is like this right flank is draining the left flank's possibility to do anything. They still have a decent amount of cav units. I wouldn't say they're large units. Gustavus Adolphus is down to half the size of his bodyguard now. And he's just got, it looks like, arquebusiers here to help defending. Oh no, he's got a couple of little cuirassiers as well. So he's got some resources, but not a lot to deal with all of this HRE cav that's here. But luckily for him, it looks like it's falling back. Whether it's going elsewhere or whether it's going to go down the middle, it might do. But yeah, I mean, there's so many stakes here. They can't exactly make a big push here. And the HRE, all those stakes on that left flank there for the Swedes have done a good job in nullifying the left. The Swedish army, I mean, to be honest, most of the armies in this period seem very colourful, very multicolored. The Swedes are blues, yellows, reds, blacks. They have all sorts of different colour uniforms. They're going to see some more of their men rout in a moment. Tiny little cavalry regiment here. It's going to get, well, I say tiny, 62 men. Looks like it's going to go in, maybe try and rout some of these musketeers. It's probably doable. We charge this one here. There are like 4 musketeers around this area. 5 really. No pike support at all. It may be a very tasty charge in a moment for a cavalry unit. But yeah, not looking good at all, the Swedes right now. Oh, and a push has been made by the HRE. They're going in with their pikes. And we're seeing an attack as well from the arquebusiers here of Sweden. They're going for the guns by the looks of it. They're going to steady up here. They're going to mount up right in front of the artillery, as I say. If they get hit by artillery, their own fault. Here we go. They're going to load. Fire when ready. It was going to be a race so you could get their shots off first. The Arquebusiers have achieved it. They might rout this full pounder. The other one's going to fire first because that cannon is still operational. There you go. Brutal hits. Routing both of these Arquebusiers pretty much. Oh my gosh. Look at the scenes there. Brutal. And there you go. That's both those cavalry squad. What? They should have charged. Definitely should have not stood right that close to the artillery. So what a waste of a cav for Sweden. Pike's now piking away. We're finally seeing the proper pike and shot action. And it looks like they are going to win that pike fight, the Swedes. They're going to win that one at least. Looks like they, yeah, because this one does not look like it's going well. Really nice flanks here by the Gula Regiment of Musketeers. They are, yeah, really influencing that fight. They're really nice plays. Look at this. Gustavus Adolphus taking, oh no, it's not Gustavus Adolphus, it's Bernard Saxe-Weimar. He's coming over here. And he's hoping to tie down this Hatred cab, which is still being a problem here. It's all Pappenheim's cab still. It's not fresh reserves coming up. Look at this, we have the Broinet Pikes moving on in. They're scaring off, looks like what must be more. No, they're scaring off Musketeers. They are scaring off Pikemen. Musketeers here though, they're getting stabbed in the side. They might start to waver after a moment. Because they're being shot by Musketeers in the front and in the side, getting jabbed by Pikemen. Yeah, that's not going to look good. And now, because they're running out of infantry, running out of cavalry, we're seeing Musketeers joining this line fight that the Cavs having. There you go, some of these weakened cuirassiers starting to rout. On both sides, actually seeing Cav units rout that are, you know, maybe just a little bit on the small side. Here we go, more big pike columns coming forward. The early ones that were sent in, looks like they've routed. They had support from a battalion staff as well. Still failed to, you know, keep them rallied enough. And look at that, the center is starting to break it. The Hatred at the moment. I mean, you can see on the map, there's all the red units here in the center just by my cursor are all routing. That's going to make a bit of a hole. The Swedes should really take advantage with their own infantry here. Try and rout these other units whilst the routing Hatred walk past them. They'll give them a bit of a morale debuff. These pikes have been getting relentlessly hit right now as they come in. And then the Musketeers are going to have to fall back. We're going to see these pikes get into a bit of a pike fight. And there you go. This is not looking good at all. Yeah, we're seeing multiple Musketeers here start to rout. And a cav fight over here between Bernard Saxe-Weimar and it looks like Pappenheim. Looks like Bernard is going to win that one. He's fresh cavalry coming in. Have cleared them out, and looks like the Musketeers in there as well are also going to get routed as well. Or a lot of them are. Looks like still some dragoons are holding up some cavalry regiments for now. Yeah, Bernard doing a very good job.
We have driven
very,
their
very good.
allies from the field.
But this is not looking good at all. The Swedish line here is buckling. Look like in the center they could maybe, you know, make a push, and it looks like they are attempting to. Look at this. You can see Commando Musketeers getting like flanked, and this, I think that's what's scaring them. That's why they're wavering so much, is because they're like being threatened from multiple flanks.
Our men are running, sir.
Keep piking away, boys, for Sweden, for Protestantism. And then on the other side, you got like the Hatred who will be shouting for Catholicism. Actually, they probably just be both shouting for Christ or something like that. Their own sort of like version of it, how they believe religion should be worshipped, which is pretty much what the 30 Years' War's over. Just how religion should be worshipped in Europe. There you go. Look at the scale of this fight. It looks awesome. You can see the Bavarian flags here. I think that's like troops from Pappenheim, technically. I think Pappenheim's like Bavarian. He's certainly commands the Bavarian forces, I think. Like I said, my knowledge of this period is not great, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. Yeah, the scale of these battles, I mean, just like having pike units is like the size of 300 or 250 in some cases. Like, they're just huge ass battles. There you go, more routing more routing pikemen, sorry. The Swedish offensive over here is starting to stall as well. They've actually managed to get Cav in behind from Cuirassiers. It's stalling a little bit, but they are also rear charging and doing a lot of damage to the HRE here. A general has died. I think that's going to be Bernard. I would have thought Bernard has got to have fallen. Yeah, Bernard has fallen. He's down to one man left. It's not good. So he looks like he is forced here. They continue to try and put up the good fight, trying to deal with these mercenary dragoons and also these musketeers. And he's been blasted. And it actually looks like a lot of his army is just routing. And there you go. That's another Swedish army dealt with. And now I can't remember what the commander is here. We've got Pappenheim, but I think there's another. Oh, he's moved down. I think the army here of Hulk has moved. He's moved his cavalry maybe down here, but Hulk, his infantry army is now free to do stuff. And we've got Cav on the right now. Wallenstein going in.
Our men are running, sir.
Finally seeing some action here. It's funny seeing the arrows of like the Polish cavalry raiding overhead as well. It's very like clash of periods. It really is. Battalion staff commander here, having one is now overcommitting. Needs to be careful of that. Wallenstein, by the way, is a lance unit, which I did not know was that's a cool like option. It looks very, very cool. I won't lie. Very, very cool. Yeah, it's not looking good here for the Swedes at all. I mean, HRE might actually be repulsed, but the Musketeers are getting pretty banged up in this fight. And really, it's only a matter of time to this juggernaut that is Pappenheim. I think it's now Hulk as well, bring their armies to bear. Go on, Musketeers, do your bit. I don't know if Sweden's going to be changing history here today, but they can give it their last try. Still doing a lot of damage to these Camargo Musketeers here. They're still routing a lot of these guys. Looks like the Swedes here failed in their offensive. Still, yeah, you can see it's still repulsing a lot of these HRE units. It's not done yet. That lady's not sung just yet. They are trying to push forward with pikes against Cav. Cav's just going to run away from you, man. These pikes are not quick enough. Unless he's being seriously AFK. Oh, and a really nice move here from the HRE, getting a Hulk and his Cuirassiers in behind. They're gonna, I guess, maybe shoot him. Yeah, really nice volley again. Now they're gonna charge. Oh, that's dangerous. Hulk hopefully will be okay here. They've already taken quite a few losses, but they should just charge with the units here. These Croatians just charge in the back, fully encircle this pike unit. Here we go. Help their general out. And yeah, the HRE kind of got repulsed. The battalion staff here and also those musketeers managed to hold them at bay for now. See more Harkebusiers come forward. I just shoot them. Just shoot the Swedes. Personally, I think the Swedish in the center have kind of won their fight. I think that's mainly against. Hulk, but they've managed to rout a lot of infantry here. Pappenheim, on the other hand, He's taking his merry old time coming forward. He has got to rest up. He's fought 2 armies now. Starvus will be over here somewhere. There he is. Possibly unaware of what's going on the other flank. But, he doesn't care. He wants to win his fight. Like, I might not win the battle, but I can beat my opponent. And that is Wallenstein. If you can defeat Wallenstein, he's done very well. The cav here, yeah, just battling away, cutting down any of these musketeers to make themselves an easy target. They're disgusting yellow uniforms. Well, it's very, very apt for Sweden, I guess.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a
The
while.
volleys from the Hatchery, I can't believe are helping their side. I was going to say, I feel like they're just more likely shooting the back of their own troops here. And there you go, Arquebusiers and the Poles rout. Where was that overwhelming cav superiority on the side? I think it's been wasted. We've got some Croatians here that are rejoining the fight. Yeah, what a loss. The HRE, lost a lot of cav there. And to be fair, the Swedish army here, I think, can mop up the HRE. Looking at the map, a lot more blue dots there than red dots for the units that have been represented. So they've got a good chance of winning this little side fight here, the Swedes. Yeah, this HRE army over here, it's slowly coming forward. It surely has heard the screams of its fallen comrades, and they're getting their asses over here. You can see multiple units on a route. I mean, the Swedes still have some cav alive. Starvus is, got his personal bodyguard with these Arquebusiers, it seems. Just a matter of time now. Still a lot of wavering units. I mean, these poor Pike units just form squares. Seems like that was not probably the right decision. But as you can see here, HRE just kind of out of resources. And look at that, these musketeers getting murdered in their droves. There's poor dragoons there, yeah, just getting piked to death. That might rout some of these other units here as the pikes advance forward. Maybe Gustavus has a chance. I don't know. It's going to be super close. The HRE army is pretty drawn out. There's like forces still over here. I don't know if these are bugged out or something, maybe. They potentially are. I'm not sure. I mean, Pappenheim's on his way forward, but whether these units have been forgotten about, I don't know. But yeah, they are quite drawn out and going in bit by bit. The Swedes are kind of a bit more combined together. They are turning around now. There you go, look at that. Farming these guys are the Arquebusiers now. They don't really need to. Just get your forces now all over here. Deal with this remaining HRE force. I say remaining. It's still a large force, though it is now without cav. Does still have artillery. And looks like, who's that? That's Holt going in. There you go, Hulk has been routed on the battlefield. I don't know if he's dead. Didn't seem like he was. Now it's the waiting game. Who is going to win this line fight? Who's going to dare to do the first bit of melee? Smoke rising from this battlefield, make it impossible to see each other. Looks like it's going okay on this right flank here for the Swedes. The new Swedish right been a real problem. His entire battle might now be about to see some joy. Starting to waver some of these Camargo musketeers here. Yeah, they're quivering in quite a few places. And they've, like I said, fought two armies now have these some of these forces. They're going to be pretty small, pretty whittled down. Arquebusiers, like I said, one of the last sort of cav units. Really starting to have a bit of an influence on the fight. Looks like they're routing something over there. Just these pikes getting shot in the back. It's great shots there from the Swedes. That might help rout the pikes, give the Arquebusiers a bit of relief. They look like they're going to go in for the guns anyway. And pikes are now getting stuck in against musketeers. And there you go. Halberdiers, Arquebusiers, being stuck in there against the 4-pounders. They might be able to turn that around, like get them. I think they have actually. They just killed them. And they have. Pappenheim and I think also Wallenstein, yeah, both alive still. You see the pikes trying to slow these musketeers down. Oh my gosh, look at the volleys coming in onto this poor pike unit here. Get absolutely blasted. They are some brave men just continually pushing forward. They're trying to engage two musketeers, getting volleyed constantly. Looks like the Arquebusiers have been routed by Pappenheim and his bodyguard. Sweden, yeah, has no cav now, other than this. Well, apart from Gustavus Adolphus, pretty much. There you go. That pike unit finally giving in, finally breaking. It's literally going to come down to a head-to-head, a duel here. Very close one. What a great way to advertise this mod as well. What a great battle it's been. They are long, but they're fun. I'll put it like that. I think we're going to see a side charge here from Pappenheim, but it's not going to be a side charge anymore. He's going in, and he's causing those guys to waver. So yeah, really nice hit by Pappenheim.
Steady, troopers. We do not retreat. Daniel, hold the line.
Some Swedish pikes in the back line here coming up to try and get rid of Pappenheim. Pappenheim is actually going to continue his charge. He needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to get kebabbed. He now retreats. And Sweden sitting in his own pikes now to try and deal with the HRE ones. Blue of Sweden is victorious in that little pike fight there. Very nice, getting rid of those pikes. If they can win this fight here, the Swedes, they then again have that sort of flanking advantage. I can use the pikes to maybe hopefully roll up this this flank here with the HRE. Really nice volley there from the German musketeers. But the pikes are going to make contact. Who's winning? Losing slightly of the Camargo pikes, and they are wavering now. With the battalion staff to keep that close. Do what you need to do. And yeah, it looks like the musketeers getting ever closer for the Swedes. They've routed a Breuner musketeer there. Have the Swedes, they have sort of a bit more of a advantage here. But it's not looking good. I think both generals are going to like what forces their back. Pappenheim's moved all the way to this left flank now, looking for an opportunity. Maybe he thinks his musketeers are the answer. Could run them down, which is possible. But these pikes are now getting in amongst a lot of musketeers of their own. And here we go, Pappenheim up, going in. And he looks like he's not going to have the joy he did the last time. Well, maybe here we go. The musketeers look like they're about to wave and break. Pikes here nearly have won their fight. The Swedes are still losing some musketeers on that left flank of theirs now. Pappenheim's redlining. This is not good. As they get their battalion staff commander close, get these guys rallied. Pappenheim here could be in danger of getting shot in the back as he retreats. That's what I'd be attempting to do. Looks like Gustavus Adolphus is going in as well. The general's been committed on both sides here. The Pappenheim musketeers. Oh, I think actually Pappenheim's routed. He's shattered, he's broken. Not dead, but just broken. Here come the reserve, HRE units that for some reason have just been forgotten about. There's still some all the way over there, battalion staff there, stationary. Why they aren't coming forward, I do not know. It might be too little too late. I think the Swedes, well, I don't know, the Swedes are still in a bad spot themselves. They are starting to mop up this this right flank here of their HRE. Pikes are piking away. Keep poking, boys. Keep poking. I mean, these musketeers, I think, are shooting the back of their own. Surely, are shooting the back of their own pikes here. They're redlining. They are getting shot. Yeah, I mean, these guys of musketeers need to be careful where they're firing. I mean, it also probably isn't happening with this Breuner musketeer here. Probably getting some good back shots. See what happens here. Maybe not. I haven't fired a volley yet. Gotta really make sure they don't miss. Look at this. They're gonna go right in behind the pikes here. Maybe just try and rout them. They might get routed themselves here. Look at that. They're taking the fire now of all these musketeers. Yeah, they get a volley off themselves. Do a bit of it. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Routing the Swedes. Absolutely, like, that is a war crime. I think they're going to get routed themselves here. Bit of justice. Got some Jaegers now fighting on this far flank against some pikemen. They're not going to win that fight, I can't imagine. Gustavus Adolphus and Wallenstein now really making their sort of last assaults with their last resources. It does seem like the left, though, for the Swedes is looking really good. They're just pushing forward the pikes and the musketeers. He starts to engulf them on this flank. These Scots do just moving forward. The Hamilton Scots making the difference. Get a volley off now, Breuner musketeers. You do great work on this pike that's advancing. Starting to really whittle it down. 117 and dropping, I imagine, less than 100. They're routing already. Look at that. Really nice there from the Swedes. There's also pikes coming forward here. Camargo pikes coming forward. But what a fight. This has been breathtaking, this battle. Oh! No, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. They are not going to master out of the Swedes. What? No, the Swedes are going to master out. They look like they had it. The HRE were just throwing in pikes, it felt like. It just like accepted defeat. But it looks like the Swedes are going to master out. And history is going to be changed here. What? What is the morale at the end there? Someone will have to explain that. But that, honestly, I mean, Gustavus was still alive. It makes no sense, it seems, for him to have fallen. But there you go. We should get the end results, hopefully, in a moment. There you go. A bloody victory. So the HRE are going to change history and win here. And wow, what a fight. We'll end the battle and have a quick look at the end results. yeah, what a dramatic turn of events. It honestly looked like Sweden was about to sort of hit on the flanks, rout these guys. But no, it was not to be. HRE somehow, I don't even know how to explain that. Somehow they just mass routed them. Like the Swedes had it. They should not have routed. What a fight. What a fight. What a mod. It really is a great mod. It really is. I mean, things like that, though, does make me question what on earth is going on with the mod a little bit. Like, surely, like, the Swedes they were on the cusp of victory there. Maybe it was battalion staff commanders. Maybe it was army losses. I don't know. But it seemed like they were about to win. It really did. But yeah, this was sent in by Itchy. I believe he was playing as one of the HRE armies. So well done to him, to Dr. Pyro, and to Gummy Rule. I think is how I'd say that. But yeah, and well done to Sandwich, Jonathan, and Zamnot. I honestly think these guys should have won the battle. I think the Swedes are unlucky to be unlucky to be defeated here. I think the HRE are very lucky to be the victors. But yeah, some decent kills, some okay kills. I think they did a lot of mass routing. But yeah, so we'll quickly have a look at some of the kills. I mean, Gummy Rule getting 184 kills with the Musketeers. Some Pikes getting 170 kills, 160 kills. I'll just scroll if you want to have a look at these kills. Sandwich getting 180 kills with his Pikes. Harkebusiers getting 179, 152 with the Musketeer there as well. Playing as Bernard. Saxa Weimar. Jonathan playing as another Swedish army, getting 137 kills with his Pikes. English Musketeers getting 100 with another English Musketeer. And yeah, he was playing as Gustav Horn. He got mass routed quite early on. Itchy playing as one of the HRE armies. 112 kills with his Pikes, 105 with a cannon, and Broiner Musketeers getting 102. But yeah, playing as Heinrich Holk, he also had a bit of a rough game on his end. Dr. Pyro playing as another HRE army, getting a lot of kills with these cuirassiers here. I mean, 286 kills, 202 with the Harkebusier Piccolomini. And then he's got his Pikes, 197, 190 with looks like another Harkebusier. They're all his kills. He's got some big triple kills. I believe he was playing as actually, who was he playing as? It doesn't stay his commander there, unless he's further up. Oh, he's Pappenheim. Yeah, he routed a whole army very early on, so he got some good kills. And then 333 kills with, I think it's Gustavus Adolphus armies here, but Zamnot, 333 kills with a Pike unit. His Musketeers, 310, 283, 283 with, yeah, Musketeers and Harkebusiers. Pikes getting 264, 252 kills with Musketeers. Incredible kills. Look at all those kills. Insane. Yeah, it was Gustavus Adolphus. So yeah, well done to Zamnot as well. There you go, guys. That is the Battle of Lutzen here today. Certainly was a fun one. I really enjoyed this one. And what an ending. It is an incredible battle. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't already, check out these other battles appearing on your screen. Until then, bye for now.